Alright, so for this It's Alive program, what you're gonna try and do is make a character look like it's in motion and move across the full screen. So how your program should work is when you click the flag, either the one in the middle or the one at the top, your character should reset to the side of the screen and then move across the full screen. And then when you click the flag again, you should restart and move across. So I'm gonna click the flag. So we started on the left side and my cat is running across to the right, and then if I click the flag again, he restarts on the left and moves back across. And if your character looks better going from the right to the left, that's fine. It should just restart on that side and move all the way across to the other side. So I'm going to show you some of how to make this, but you're going to have to figure out a little bit on your own. So I'm going to create a new one. And if you want to use the cat, that is totally fine. So the cat, I can confirm with the costumes that he has those too, but maybe you want to try something else. So I'm going to go down to add a sprite, and if you hover over any of these, you can kind of see if it animates that it has costumes. So like this Abby that I'm on right now wouldn't work too well for this because it's more like she's talking. She's not moving across the screen. But this Avery walking, that would work better. One that I'm going to use, and there's a lot of like bear walking, to make the cat kind of go across the screen. There's different ones. Some of them will work better than others. I'm going to use this parrot. So I'm going to click the parrot and I can go into the costume, see that he has two that makes him flap his wings, and I'm going to delete the cat. So before I build the code, I'm going to add in a background. So you can choose any background that you want. I'm going to do Colorful City. Ooh, that looks kind of crazy with the parrot colors. Maybe not. We'll do this bench. Make him fly across the screen. So I'm going to make my parrot go from the left to the right. So I'm going to show you the different blocks that you're going to need, but they're not going to be in the same order that you need them. So, and you may have to change some of the settings around, but I'll show you all the different blocks that you're going to need. So the first one is, this one will be your first one when the flag is clicked. That's what we want to start our program with. And then in our control blocks, you're going to need a repeat. So it keeps repeating the costume change and moving across the screen. You may need to change that number 10. You're going to want a wait block. This kind of determines how much it waits before switching to that next costume and moving again. So the faster you want your character to go, the smaller the number. So even like 0.1 or 0.2 will make them go faster. If you do like 5 seconds, it's going to be like really pausey and not as good. So you're going to want those two blocks. For looks, you're going to want a next costume block. And if you want your character to say something as they're moving across the screen, that's the say block. So this is different than say hello for 2 seconds. So this one only shows for 2 seconds, and then it goes away, where say hello will stay up there the entire time. So you can choose if you want that. And then the last two in motion. So move 10 steps. Remember, this is how we can make them move to the right. If you did -10, that's how you make it move to the left. If you're going from left to right, you'd want to change that. The bigger the steps, the more jumpy it's going to look and not as fluid. And then we also want a go-to block. So this one is how you're going to reset it at the beginning. So wherever your character is, when you drag out that block, so like if I put the character here, it changes those numbers. So then he's going to go to the middle of the screen, which isn't what I want. So make sure you put the character where you want them to be, and then grab that go-to. So these are all of the blocks that you need to make that program where your character changes costumes and moves across the screen and restarts again when you click the flag button. So give it a shot, experiment with it. These are all the ones you need, and you know this one goes on top. Not everything is going to go in the repeat block. So trying to make your character go across the screen and have a background. So then once you're all done, you're going to give it a name. And we're going to go to the project page. You can type in directions, so click the flag to see the parrot fly across the screen. And it didn't keep my name. Sometimes I go too quickly from typing and putting that in. So it's alive. There we go. And then you'll be able to click share. And now this URL at the top is what you can copy and turn in on Schoology when you go to submit, and then that create tab and paste in this link and then submit it on Schoology.